More.
Join the Madison Money Guy, Christian Finfrock, for Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Get the information you need as you plan for retirement. That's Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Investment advisory services offered through Retirement Income Strategies, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
Hey, this is former Badger Brad Norton.
Norman is a fake. Great call and great execution.
You're listening to a Good Karma Brands radio station, 100.5 ESPN, WTLX, Monona, Madison.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good afternoon, Madison. I'm Ryan Wollersheim, and this is your Sports Center Update brought to you by the Jump Around, a Badgers dedicated show. Tune in to Jim Rutledge and Pablo Iglesias every Thursday at 12:30 on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel for all things Wisconsin Badgers. The Milwaukee Brewers win on opening day just a few hours ago, walloping the White Sox 14-2 at AmFam Field. Starter Jacob Misiorowski delivered a gem in his opening day debut. After giving up a leadoff home run, the Miz pitched 11 strikeouts, 3 walks, and 2 hits over 5 innings of work. His 11 strikeouts also sets a new franchise record for Ks by a Brewers pitcher on opening day. Here's how strikeout number 11 sounded on the Brewers radio network.
Misiorowski, the pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out. Blew a fastball by him at 99 for his 11th strikeout of the afternoon.
Reasons for excitement about the Brewers' young ace, but also reasons for concern about Jackson Chourio as the star center fielder was ruled out ahead of today's game with a fractured left hand. He's expected to miss 2 to 4 weeks per multiple reports. Make sure to stay up to date on his injury status over at ESPN.com, as well as right here on 1.5 ESPN, Madison's home of the Brewers. Jim, Matt, and Molly starts right now.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
Everybody's ego takes a shot on this show.
You gotta keep your chill with Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I am savage.
So you're not special. Jim, if we want to play this game, we can play this game.
And I'm just like, oh my God, this guy's going to swing on him. He's a complicated fellow. Oh.
People like me.
I don't think so.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
We're learning a lot about each other.
Could you hit a ball off of the miss?
Swing and a miss. Blew him away and a strikeout.
Can I bunt?
You wouldn't be able to land a bunt. Because he also throws a slider, a curveball. No.
Misiorowski, the pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out. Blew a fastball by him at 99 for his 11th strikeout of the afternoon.
You don't even have strong enough wrists, I don't think, for it.
You're limp wristed.
Wow.
Break.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio in downtown Madison. Alongside Matt Hamilton, here's Molly Brown.
It is Jim, Matt, and Molly. When the mountains are blue, you know what to do.
And that's Crush, a Coors Light.
I think I was supposed to say presented by Coors Light. Ooh. Whew, we're getting warmed up for next week already, I guess.
No
My
kidding.
God.
Well,
What
no,
the
because,
hell, Ryan?
No, because Matt Hamilton's not going to be here next week. I don't know what the hell happened, Jim.
Unbelievable. I'm like the Rodney Dangerfield of this station. I get no respect.
We got to call on the
I mean,
release
that's true.
producer. It's a rough start. It's a rough start for producer Primetime. What can I say, guys?
You know, speaking of rough starts, the Milwaukee Brewers opening day news started poorly because Jackson Chourio out, 2 to 4 weeks with a broken bone in his hand.
Yes, his left non-throwing hand, which
I don't care
hopefully is
about
better.
throwing. I care about hitting. Like, that's still not.
It's better
Not
than
like
it
the
being
one
a
thing that
throwing
the
hand.
Brewers need him for, or no?
Well, hitting, fielding, throwing. He's a 5-tool player. You want to have all of his assets available to him. His hitting is part of it for sure, but they did put up 14 runs today without him. So you feel okay if he misses 4
They
weeks.
were playing the White Sox.
They're playing
Now,
the White
I don't
Sox,
follow
true.
baseball too much, but I know that the White Sox
Are they the
stink.
worst
pretty
team in
bad.
baseball 3 years running?
No, not 3 years running. The Athletics still exist.
Oh,
No,
okay.
they're close. They're close.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, I feel decent about the Brewers hitting and their lineup without Jackson Chourio for the first month of the season. There's still other concerns for the injury front around the starting pitchers. Quinn Priester probably not being available for who knows how long.
But that's, neither here nor there. I was just saying the Brewers start today with that, and then here we are as, what was the final score of this game? The Brewers
14-2.
The Brewers won 14-2 because the only thing that matters, at least to me, is Jacob Misiorowski striking out 11 in 5 innings.
5 innings of work, 94 pitches. It is a Brewers opening day franchise record.
Amazing.
And it was also, I believe, He finished with 11 strikeouts, and it was the most by a pitcher his age since, I believe, what's his name? K-Rod did it, or not K-Rod?
K-Rod, that's Britney Spears' ex-husband.
Nope, that's A-Rod.
K-Fed. That's K-Fed. I'm old enough to know that reference.
A-Rod? You thought that A-Rod was married to Britney? Honestly, with his track record, probably.
I got it confused with
K-Fed.
Did he date Madonna, Alex Rodriguez? I feel like he dated Madonna.
No, who's the one that Ben Affleck was married? Yes, J-Lo.
No, well, he was married to multiple Jennifers. He was married to Jennifer Gardner and then Jennifer Lopez.
I'm sorry I took us down this road. Jacob Mizorowski had an incredible performance in his opening day debut, 11 strikeouts. The Miz is off to an incredible start to the season.
And he is...
How old? 23.
23, 6'7", 197 pounds.
197?
That's according to Google.
I don't think he's still 197.
Being
6'7" and being only 20 pounds heavier than I am is crazy.
6'7".
6'7". That joke is dead. Come on.
Apparently.
How much? Wait, what did you say?
Alex
20
Rodriguez
pounds more than you?
Yeah.
An affair of the heart.
Yeah, that is crazy.
That's what he said.
Who had an affair of the heart?
Yeah, an affair of the heart.
Who hasn't? Who hasn't had an affair of the heart with Madonna? Let's be honest.
Who hasn't had an affair of the heart with A-Rod at this point? I mean, not me, but like...
Fair.
A lot of people there.
All right, so I just had to finish that off there. All right.
When did that happen?
Huh?
Early 2000s?
As he goes, I had to finish that off, and then Molly goes, when was that?
2008.
Okay.
So she was what, only like 55?
Her face was not destroyed. Have you seen her recently? She looks like something out of a horror movie.
I don't know. Was she the one in the movie Weapons? Did she win the best supporting actress?
No, more like The Nun.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so really witchish. Okay.
Okay, so she is...
The actress...
She's 67.
Since we're just
Look at all these
over the
6'7s.
The actress
why
that won an Oscar for Weapons, she was in Uncle Buck. She plays Uncle Buck's girlfriend, but she's from Wisconsin. She went to Marquette.
Yeah, she did.
And she has very much a Wisconsin accent, which doesn't surprise me because in Uncle Buck, she nailed the Chicago accent. Which
makes sense.
Yeah, so she was a lead in that. I hadn't seen her do anything since then. And then here she is winning an Academy Award. Then I find out she's married to Ed Harris.
Who's Ed Harris? Is that the guy from The Hangover?
Ed Helms is who you're thinking of. Yeah. Ed Harris is from The Rock.
You're right.
Yeah.
And a lot of other movies. The Rock. Sean Connery.
Oh, The Truman Show. I've seen The Truman Show.
And he's in The Truman Show.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so back to The Miz.
Opening day.
Opening day. All right, just a little sidetrack there.
Speaking of, get your Finalysis tickets. TALiveshow.com. That's all I got. I don't have it on me right now.
Well, then why are you saying it? You just throwing it out there? We got the email. No, you get free. We're giving away free tickets at some point, right? Isn't that what we're doing?
It is a buy one, get one now with Finalysis.com.
Yeah, I think you're thinking of tomorrow. Stay tuned for free tickets to Finalysis tomorrow.
So I'll put my readers on.
Yeah, Jim really does need to put on the readers. He needs to focus in.
Those made you look 10 years older.
All right. We don't need that.
No, in case you have a headache with like blue light and all the things. Just keep them on. It's fine.
No, it's fine. I'm still figuring out how to use them. Because like you would be blurry as hell, and so it just has to be like right in front of me. So I don't know if it really works for the show because I don't just look at my computer for the show. Anyways, Mizorowski, 11 strikeouts. That's a lot of hype. That's a lot of excitement. There is plenty for Brewer fans to be excited about. Now, Molly had a great question pre-show, and I want to get to it because I think it's great, and I think a lot of our fans fall into this category because we are a football state. But before we football field, do our best to put to put Jacob Mizorowski in a category. I want, as a football player, let's say, like, what is his comp as a football player? Ryan, what about him as a baseball player?
Where did Rashawn Gary come into that train of thought?
I don't know. So
I thought you were going to comp him to Rashawn Gary, and I was going to be incredibly insulted.
Wait for it.
Okay,
all right, so
I
swear
to God, if that's where he's going with this, I'm going to be so annoyed.
Okay, so my question, like Jim said pre-show, is essentially like, I don't know baseball. I don't know the history of baseball. Obviously, okay, whatever. I understand baseball to an extent, okay? I'm not the biggest baseball gal. I'm not the biggest Brewers gal. So my mind always comes back to make me understand it better, is compare X in baseball to something in Packers
Put
football.
it in NFL terms.
Yeah, and even NFL terms, I could understand it. Better yet, Packers, right? Like, let's just centralize it more to where my heart is. So initially, my question with Jacob Mizorowski, when he tied or broke the franchise record?
Set the new franchise record today.
So he set the
it was
new
previously
franchise
8, by the way.
Which is crazy. So when that happened in the 5th inning, I automatically looked over to Big Papa and I was like, "Hey, Big Papa."
I was very much involved with Big Papa.
I was like, "Big Papa, so tell me, who is the equivalent of Jacob?" Or actually, first it was who before Jacob Mizorowski was the best. Who's the best pitcher in Brewers history? And he said CC Sabathia. Curious what you guys think on that first. Number one.
Well, yes, but he was only with the Brewers for 12 outings maybe when they traded for him for
But he was there for 4 months.
Greatest.
But he was the most
outings
impressive. Yes, he was the
in
most
baseball
impressive
history. Yeah,
outings. Yes, that's fair though. That's the only reason I find that comp somewhat tough, just because of the fact that CC Sabathia was here for so short of a time. I would think another Corbin Burns.
I just want to put 11-2, a 1.65 ERA, 128 strikeouts in 17 appearances.
I would honestly say there probably is no real reasonable comp, pitching wise and traits wise and tools wise.
No, not comp. I'm just genuinely curious. In the past, who was better than Jacob Mizorowski as a pitcher?
Corbin Burns, when he was at his best with the Brewers, was a Cy Young, and he was one of the best pitchers in baseball.
So that was part one of our discussion. Part two, the part that's more interesting to me, so I can understand it better, is who would you explain Jacob Mizorowski and his success that he is having on the first day and just so far in his career to a Green Bay Packer player? Who do you think that comp is?
And I'll tell you right now, it's Rashawn Gary.
Okay.
Now, Rashawn Gary didn't complete the prophecy. Rashawn Gary, correct me when I'm wrong here, all the talent in the world, correct? Extremely talented player.
That's why he was drafted.
Unquestionably an extremely talented player with unique tools. And that, we all agree on that one? You'd almost say freakish type traits. Rashawn Gary. And he had that out of the gate. His athleticism was elite out of the gate. And there were ups and downs. At times he'd dominate, and other times he would not disappear, but just not dominate, and you'd be like, what is going on? And then again, you'd see these flashes and go, oh my God, that's different. Jacob Mizorowski arrived, amazing. Then a little bit in the middle, tired arm, okay, and then kind of put it back together a little bit at the end. And then today, obviously outstanding. So he's on a better path than Rashawn Gary, or you're hopeful that he's on a better path than Rashawn Gary. But, Ryan, do we agree? His development hinges on refinement?
Yes, though I think he's already done more than Rashawn Gary ever did as a Packer, if I'm being honest. He's already setting franchise records.
Do you say that because of today?
No, because last year he was also touching, speeds that we've never seen from a Brewers pitcher before, especially not a starter. And he was accomplishing things on the biggest of stages that Rashawn Gary never was.
This is not a knock on Mizorowski. I'm just saying Rashawn Gary.
I think so I think what we need to focus on is that when we're making this comp, we're talking about the early stages of Rashawn Gary's career. We're talking about, I'm embarrassed to play this audio. I don't think you even have it. But we're talking about when I was begging Brian Gutekunst when he was watching our videos on social media.
You're listening, Brian Gutekunst.
Yes.
I see you.
We're talking about that video when I was begging Brian Gutekunst to sign Rashawn Gary to a massive contract because he had however many sacks in one game. When he had that level of success that I was like, holy crap, this guy's the real deal. We need to keep him. I think that because right now it's okay, if you're comparing Jacob Mizorowski and Rashawn Gary, you're like, oh my God, Rashawn Gary ended up sucking. We were all cheering when he left, right?
But also, to be fair, Rashawn Gary did not live up to the expectations. He doesn't suck. He just sucks for what he gets paid.
You made him sound like he sucked in the past.
Well, yes, compared to where he was drafted and what he was paid. He was drafted to be a star. He had elite ability, and he had everything to be a star, and he was trending in the right direction, especially pre-injury.
Yeah.
To Molly's point.
Yeah.
Here's where it comes from, Prime. Mizorowski is Rashawn Gary because here's why. If the refinement showed up for Rashawn Gary and he became a better technical pass rusher, he could have been elite. He had everything you needed to be elite and showed flashes of being elite. Mizorowski, and you're right, maybe he's closer to getting to elite than Rashawn Gary was, but Mizorowski, if he refines, he could be a multiple Cy Young winner.
That's the best you could hope for sure.
Right.
And that's the best anyone
Gary,
can hope for with any player.
if he had refined and reached his ceiling, he could have been a defensive player of the year.
I suppose but he never even got close to that ceiling. You never even really saw that even in like a full season.
A full season, but I mean, last
even
year,
half a season,
7.5. Didn't he have 7.5 sacks in the first?
Playing alongside Micah Parsons,
okay, but
where he's
before
getting
he
less
blew out his knee, did he have 9? I mean, there was times where he would get. It was always fading.
Did you
at the
ever
end.
watch Rashawn Gary and think that guy could be a DPOY?
He had the certain plays.
Was there ever at the beginning of his career with the Packers?
I mean, he barely
played
when he started his career because he was in a backup role behind the Smith brothers.
True. Those were the days.
There were flashes where he'd go, there it is. He was the number 1 recruit in all of football in college.
Jacob Mizorowski was not the number 1 recruit.
But I'm just saying that he always had the freakish athleticism. And Mizorowski, his ability to hit that speed is freakish. And again, I'm not saying it as a slight, because I think Rashawn Gary could have had all the physical tools to get to that point. Mizorowski is fulfilling that promise probably already more than Rashawn Gary. But Rashawn Gary, to me, feels right, because if Rashawn Gary had gotten better technically, he'd be elite. And Jacob Mizorowski is getting better technically. And if he gets there, he could be a multiple Cy Young winner. He's already a hell of a pitcher.
Okay.
Go ahead, Mom.
No, I was just going to read text, but go ahead.
I was going to ask, is there another Packers player who did achieve the athletic potential that we can think of, who would fit similar to like the beginning of Rashawn Gary, but then actually ascended to that level where we think like, oh, they're actually hitting their stride and they are now looking like one of the best players at their position in their respective league?
Well, so it's funny because when I initially thought of this too, I was like, is it a Micah Parsons? I'm not with the Packers. I'm talking about Micah Parsons as a career where he was drafted. He ended up being really freaking good to start, and he's been great.
Yeah.
Now, granted, we don't have much of a portfolio or whatever you want to call it.
Resume?
On Jacob. Yeah. Portfolio. Same difference. Right?
I feel portfolio is like a stock.
Okay, so we don't have too much of like a resume.
Stock is going up.
Okay, sure. On Jacob Mizorowski, but like, so far so good.
So far, so good. There have been some bad moments, too. There's been a lot of ups and downs, especially in his first season. Now this season is starting off to an incredible up, so I feel like we only have a good taste in our mouth right now. Mm-hmm. And he finished the season pretty strong. Like, that final outing he had against the Cubs was really strong, even in the 4 innings pitched.
Okay, so I want to hear people's comps, Packers comps for Jacob Mizorowski, and tell me what you think about this one, Prime. On the Carvel Stock and Text line, 844-770-3776. Unnamed in the 262. Please send us your name. He says, the Miz best comp is Javon Walker. Boom out the gate and will get traded eventually when he asks for too much money.
Okay, that could be true, and I'm not ruling out the fact that Mizorowski may end up finishing his career outside of Milwaukee, which would be awful for all Brewers fans.
Guarantee it. I would bet my mortgage. I will bet my mortgage. Jacob
will finish
Mizorowski.
his career, or like is gone in the next 2 years.
Not finish his career in Milwaukee.
Okay, not finish his career. When I say that, I mean more like he won't even finish his prime in Milwaukee.
Mark in Janesville says
he's very young.
Mark in Janesville says Jaime Alexander, but I think
he meant
okay.
You know who he meant.
No, but it's just kind of funny.
Yeah, Jaime Alexander is funny.
Jamie. I don't know.
I just the Jair Alexander personality is just too, like for a comp, like they're just so opposite. Like Mizorowski is so like shy.
Are we talking personality or are we talking talent, my friend?
Well, talent, because Jair doesn't have like the imposing physical stature. He was really talented as a cornerback, but he never had like the freakish athletic traits other than his speed. Whereas I feel like Miz is like his size and his body dexterity and like what he can do as a physical freak of nature is unlike what Jair Alexander was doing as a corner.
So, and just for the refinement angle of it for Mizorowski, and he might, again, I'm saying Rashawn Gary could have been more. He never got refined and didn't get there. I think Jacob Mizorowski will continue refinement and get to that peak. But I just think that they're similar. It's just one guy's going to succeed. In August, Mizorowski's ERA was over 4 at like 4.2 last year.
Yeah.
September, almost 10.
He had a rough end of the season.
And then you look at September, almost 5. But then in the postseason, he was good.
I think he had 2 outings maybe in the postseason. He had one in the Cubs series.
He had 3 outings, and he had 1.50 ERA. Now, only through not a great not a ton of innings.
And that's the thing. He just can't go for very long in any outing.
So, but up and down. Now, I think this year you probably expect more out of him.
They need more out of him for sure.
So so I'm not ripping him. I'm just saying he's what Rashawn Gary could have been.
Could I give my comp for him then? I would think it's another player who wasn't drafted super high by the Green Bay Packers, but came in and had to fulfill some pretty big expectations in his second year, which Mizorowski's going into his second season. Now he is the true ace for the Brewers. He's their number one pitcher. It reminds me of what Davante Adams had to do in his second year as wide receiver.
See, but Davante
Adams is a guy.
But the Miz but essentially the Miz to Brewers fans was a star as soon as he stepped foot on the mound.
I mean, Davante coming
was
in,
not.
He was a pretty big pop in his
but
first
he took
season.
a couple years to
Exactly. And this is the first outing we've seen in the Miz this year. And last year we saw how tumultuous up and down he was. What was Davante Adams' entire second season? Up and down because he couldn't finish and catch passes. His hands betrayed him.
But
and
I guess I get what you're saying. He just never had. I'm trying to think of the freakish.
Davante Adams has
ability.
the freakish physical abilities too.
does.
He has the true physical profile of an outside number one receiver.
He wasn't. Again,
he wasn't 6'7", 197
okay,
pounds.
well, there's not going to be many players we can compare to in football.
What was his 100+ mile per hour fastball?
I mean, his route running and his separation skills.
Right, but again, that's all like technique. Rashawn Gary was, and I guess this is what I'm going to.
You could almost say that about Christian Watson.
Christian Watson's not a bad comp for
his physical. If we're talking true, just like body physical traits aspect, that's probably the best.
The physical traits, but also you just talked about like route running. Now I'm talking about like his speed. His speed is the one thing that sets him apart. So that's the 100-mile-an-hour fastball.
Maybe that would be the better comp then, because they are just physically like bigger body, like they live really on their athletic traits and. It's weird because it's a weird one because Christian Watson is such a big question mark still as a player.
And I think that's kind of the thing with Jacob. We might have just found our new comp.
Maybe that's what it is.
Christian Watson?
Yeah.
I think
think it might be because it's like, okay, I don't think you've reached your entire full potential. You're still not number one / the best.
But he's being put in the position of a number one. As the Brewers currently are with Jacob Mizorowski.
Remember, you can always chime in on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. You can always watch us there each and every day. First up, Ben says, this analogy is dumb. What are we doing here? He talks like me. Did Jim come up with this while the Brewers were raking and the Cubs getting pounded? And then he says that his comp is Reggie White.
You're a Chicago fan.
I love it.
Reggie White? What?
One, I love it because I am the one that came up with this. Jim is getting just like raked for it.
Yes. Also, Reggie White arrived as a free agent late in his career.
That's just not even close.
Yeah, wait, Ben, please chime in with why you think it's Reggie White. I'm genuinely curious.
I also see Robin Madison is now saying, get it together, people. A real comp is Clay Matthews. There was no buzz or talk about Rashawn Gary. I guess I don't see real like Clay Matthews.
Rashawn Gary was a first-round pick.
He was a first-round pick, but I guess like
I'm sorry. Rashawn?
Sorry,
he said Clay Matthews.
I know, but I thought she was.
I said Rashawn Gary had buzz because he was a
first-round pick. He had buzz coming out of the draft and because there was expectations, but like if Rob is saying like after his first season that Clay Matthews achieved so much and there was a lot of buzz after his first year, like there was never much buzz for Rashawn after his first season because he never really had an opportunity
did enough to buzz.
Yes, exactly.
I like the Christian Watson.
I think Christian Watson's a good one.
It doesn't carry the negative baggage that Rashawn Gary does.
But though I will also say another point that makes the Watson-Mizorowski comp accurate is that, Watson, we know, has dealt with a lot of injuries, and that is one of the things about Miz where, like, the injury concern is there for him because he's a guy.
He had something last year.
He dealt with injuries last year, and because of his physical standing and his arm and how hard he throws.
His body isn't going to last.
He's going to be a guy who, like, you have to be very careful about how much you pitch him and how much you can put on him.
When you use the term freak of nature, and Christian Watson is too, that does indicate that there is a high, this is why they're a freak of nature. Those players actually completing and hitting and doing all those things at that size is rare.
So its example in the NBA would be like Victor Wembanyama too.
Yes.
Freak of nature, physical standing.
Yes.
No, very rarely, never really with him. He might be the absolute outlier of all
I've never seen anyone that tall move like that.
It's true. It looks like it looks AI.
Yes.
It looks
Super
AI.
freak.
It doesn't look real.
Looks like an alien.
Yes, truly. But that similar thing where it's like somebody who's that size, like their body doesn't hold up often because most human beings aren't built that size. And same with Jacob Mizorowski, like. The pitching motion is a very unnatural one to start, and because of that, especially when you're throwing as hard as he is, like you're gonna hope that he can eventually pace himself, and the Brewers know how to pace him too. He threw 94 pitches today. It's opening day. I hope that's not the usual amount of pitches for a guy like Mizorowski, and hopefully he can extend 94 pitches into 6-7 inning outings rather than a 5 inning outing. But I do think we came I do think we found a connection with our comp. I think Christian Watson.
I like Christian Watson. I think we settled on that one because it doesn't carry the baggage. Because I think Rashawn was a freak of nature physically and still is. He just didn't do the refinement.
And there was a huge pop for Christian Watson. Well, first season Christian Watson.
That was his best season until last year.
Yeah, but I feel the tough one for him is that everyone had a bad taste in their mouths from his first season because remember the very first time we ever saw him in a game, it was the deep shot in that Minnesota Vikings game, and he just dropped a perfect pass from Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. And Aaron Rodgers hated him for the rest of his time in Green Bay.
But then it ended up being a productive season for him, which was is not how we remember it for the most part.
And again, I think both these are the point is Jacob Mizorowski is amazing. We're just trying to find a Packer comp to it, and I want to focus on like the elite physical traits. And Christian Watson's got a few. Rashawn Gary had some. Watson hasn't completely put them together because he hasn't had the time. So I like the Watson one better. Rashawn Gary has had the time, and honestly, has proven he can't do it. Yeah. Christian Watson, we're still waiting to see. Can he do it?
Now, the thing that stinks for him is he's going into year 5, whereas Mizorowski just started his second season.
I was going to say, aren't we talking about him getting
But how long has Miz been in the minors? I'm curious.
It wasn't that. I mean, he's only 23. I think he pitched in college. He was at like a community college JUCO level for at least 1 to 2 seasons, I believe. And then he was probably in the minors for 2-3 years.
So, I mean, professionally, they're around the same, is what I was getting at.
But the thing.
Jacob Mizorowski started his minor league career in 2022. Right after the Brewers drafted him in the second round. Second round draft pick.
I like
Christian Watson was a second round pick.
I think we landed well on Christian Watson there.
Yeah, that's probably the one.
844-770-3776. That's the Carbo Stock and Text line. List is more. What's your Packer comp for Mizorowski? As a show, we are settling on Christian Watson. You did not settle at all, Molly, when you got your vehicles from Metro Kia.
No, I did not, and I had the best experience both times when I went to Metro Kia of Madison and every single time that I've brought my vehicles there for services. It's been absolutely amazing. They work with me, work with my budget, find out exactly what I want, what I need for my family. First, we needed a Kia Carnival, so I needed a vehicle that could fit 7 people, but it actually fits 8, which is great. And then I needed a car that was good on gas mileage because I drive a lot, so I got my brand new Kia K4 just a couple months ago, and I absolutely love it. So if you're looking for a brand new vehicle, you need to head to Metro Kia of Madison, which is Madison's trusted Kia dealer. This is Jim
Metro
Matt
Kia of Madison. Oi!
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
Oh my gosh, Jim, that is just terrible.
I was trying to go like loud and big.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I hit the octave lower than I should have. But I am a big believer in like
helping wounded animals.
No.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Wisconsin weather doesn't wait, and neither should you. At Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, we make upgrading your home simple. Right now, order today and get 0% interest until 2032. You heard me right. 0% interest all the way until 2032. Upgrade your windows and doors now and pay over time without paying interest. With our 10-year limited warranty, you can feel confident in your investment. Schedule your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. 3/31/2026.
Oh, could this vintage store be any cuter?
Right? And the best part? They accept Discover.
Accept Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer.
Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times.
Right. So we shouldn't get the parachute pants?
These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2025 Nielsen report.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required. What's new at Zimbrick Chevrolet? A lot. A free car wash with every service, plus a brand new detail facility to keep your ride looking fresh all year long. Relax with coffee and snacks while you wait, and if you can't, grab one of their numerous service loaners, take the shuttle, or even get a lift on them. Plus, Zimbrick Chevrolet has the largest new Chevrolet inventory in southern Wisconsin, and you'll never overpay at Zimbrick Chevrolet. Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie, the name you can trust.
You asked and Carbless delivered. The fan favorite grapefruit flavor now has its own 4-pack all to itself. That bold, bright, perfectly balanced citrus taste that you've been pulling from the variety pack, it's now front and center in 4 cans, 1 box. Crisp, refreshing, not too sweet, and nothing else has changed. 0 sugar, 0 carbs, just 100 calories and gluten-free. Clean ingredients and big flavor. Always no compromises. Grab the new Carbless grapefruit 4-pack wherever you get your Carbless and find a location near you at drinkcarbless.com. Carbless, bold flavor in every sip.
Sure, you've got school spirit, but does your jewelry box?
At Chalmers Jewelers, we're proud to be an official retailer of University of Wisconsin jewelry.
Featuring the iconic Motion W, Bucky Badger, and more.
Prices start at just $65.
Whether you're tailgating, jumping around, or shouting on Wisconsin, let your jewelry join the celebration because even Bucky loves a little bling.
Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton
and Madison. UW Credit Union presents the Prep Mania Student Athlete of the Week, supporting local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. UW Credit Union is here for every you. Learn more at uwcu.org. Here's Dennis Semra with the UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week.
Our ESPN Madison UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week, Brady Wolfram from Lakeside Lutheran High School. Welcome.
Thank you.
Basketball now is your freshman year and sophomore year. Teams were at state. Mm-hmm. What was it like to walk into the Kohl Center?
Oh, I remember, heading out of the tunnel, and just when you get on that court, it's just a different feeling. You look around, it's just everything's so big. It was really cool.
When you're looking back at your time here at Lakeside, what is going to stand out the most?
Just the sense of community that we have at Lakeside. We're all together. We have that common factor of our faith. And then also in basketball, that state run my sophomore year, being in the Kohl Center and Casey hitting that buzzer beater shot to go to the state championship, that's something I'll never forget.
I worried that I couldn't work a full-time job and still have time for college. But I'm so glad I didn't let that stop me. At Madison College, I found my stride. My classes are flexible and hands-on, and I walk on campus feeling inspired. My advice to others? Make your dreams a reality. There's more to your story at Madison College.
Visit madisoncollege.edu to get started.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions, securing homes and businesses in the Madison area since 1987.
Mizorowski, the pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out. Blew a fastball by him at 99 for his 11th strikeout of the afternoon.
Hell of a performance by Jacob Mizorowski. You heard that here on ESPN Madison at your home for Brewers baseball in Madison. I don't think I can get to 100 miles per hour, but I do know that the fastest I'm going to be able to throw is going to be courtesy of my good friends at Carbon World Health. And if I tried to throw even 60 miles per hour, maybe I'll even hit 69 miles per hour, Giannis. I would definitely need
fast. I like that. I don't think you could.
Cryotherapy at Carbon World Health. Play-by-play over there from Molly Brown. And Red Light Therapy, along with, obviously, their fantastic gym at Carbon World Health. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly. We are presented by Coors Light. Primetime Warshawn behind the glass. Molly Brown, Jim Rutledge with you. Matt Hamilton out doing things. Had a couple more texts coming in, trying to find a comp, because Molly brought it up earlier, and I think it's a lot of our fans that, we watch baseball, but this is a football state. So we've seen it plenty of times on social media. You've heard it, explain this to me in football terms. And we decided to comp Jacob Mizorowski in football terms. So Rashawn Gary, everyone got offended. I didn't mean it as a mean thing. I think Rashawn Gary is incredibly talented. He just didn't reach his peak with the Packers. It's not out of the realm of possibility that Rashawn Gary goes to Dallas and pops off. If you wanted to be a Rashawn Gary stan, you could say the Packers defensive coaches didn't get the most out of him. I'm not buying that, but I'm saying that Rashawn Gary had the physical ability to be great. It was the fine-tuning and the technical side of things that kind of he never put together to get him to the next level. Mizorowski's putting it together, but he's not always all the way there. He's up and down. Today was a huge up. But Molly brought up the name Christian Watson. I think that one's better. Christian Watson has had some injuries that have slowed him off, but when he plays, he looks like an ascending player. An ascending player still has ups and downs, but you look at Christian Watson and you say with his size, his speed, his athletic ability, if he can stay healthy and put it all together, he could be one of the most dynamic football players in all the NFL.
Oh.
I don't think
First I'm hearing that from your mouth. My God.
He ain't going to do any of that, but
he could.
He could. Jacob Mizorowski has the potential to be one of the best pitchers in Major League Baseball. So I like Christian Watson, but Molly 608 chimed in, and go ahead and give us.
Sorry, go.
Go ahead and give us your name there, but they chimed in with Miz comp to a Packer player would be Favre, and then said, "Who is this kid?" Which was I forgot what that. It's like a famous phrase around Brett Favre. I don't know if it was an announcer that said it or if it was.
Is that when he came in his first relief appearances?
I think so.
When,
Mikowski
got hurt. That's probably what it was.
And someone else said Julius Peppers again. That one doesn't make any sense.
I don't get why people keep saying
but tell us why. Give us your reasoning.
Julius Peppers, Micah Parsons, Reggie White. That just don't fit.
Wait, I'm the one that said Micah Parsons. So okay.
I'm sorry. I didn't. We were brainstorming at the time. We were all saying wrong answers.
No, but what I was saying about Micah Parsons was and I'm not saying for the Packers. I was saying just him as a player. He came to my mind because he was drafted and he was expected to be good, and he has performed thus far. Now I think our Christian Watson comp is much better. Thank you. You're welcome for giving you guys that comp. I think that was me that came up with that. I'm not saying that the Micah Parsons was a good one. I was just we were brainstorming.
Molly was right.
Thank you. Julius Peppers, bad answer. Reggie White, bad answer.
Favre isn't terrible just because of the freakish arm.
Yeah, right? If you're literally talking arms, that's fair.
Gunslinger.
The gunslinger aspect of it. If you were going to describe Mizorowski currently as a pitcher, you'd still call him a gunslinger.
Yeah, he's wily. He's wily for sure.
Yeah, I mean, he is all explosion and all pop and all throwing hard. He's not Greg Maddux. Nobody's confusing him for Greg Maddux, where he's going to be able to paint the corner.
I mean, his slider is 86 miles per hour.
So everything he's doing is physically dynamic.
Pretty sure his changeups are 96.
And that sounds like Brett Favre. Especially early in his career, if you were 10 feet away from him, he's going to throw the ball and maybe put it through your chest.
Could you hit a slider off of him?
We had that in the open of the show.
No,
Matt
I know,
Hamilton.
but you just said 86 mile an hour slider. Could you?
Well, because the slider moves a foot after it coming out of his hand. Moves a foot,
what
laterally.
If you knew it was coming?
Hell no.
How many swings would it take you to hit a ball off of Miz?
105, probably. Especially if
you're feeling good about yourself.
Is he throwing the same pitch every time, or is he actually changing up? This is an actual at bat.
Can I be honest?
This is all fake. I don't know.
That matters.
I wouldn't want to. No, it's not that bad. This is 100.
He's just throwing fastballs every time.
I don't want to be in there because
it hurts so bad.
One fastball that goes a little bit off.
Well, yeah, okay. Let's assume that. Okay, guys, we're okay. You guys are never going to hit a ball off of the Miz. I'm just telling you that. This is all just
I agree.
A pretend game. This is fun. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, but it's a serious conversation.
Okay, yes. but here's the thing: is let's pretend the Miz does not hit you. Okay, and the only way you're gonna get hit is if you step in front of that ball. That ball does not just fly out of his hand wrong and doesn't go wild, all the things like that, okay? We're not talking that. I'm saying how many swings is it going to take for you to hit a ball off of him? I would I could swing 500 times and I probably wouldn't hit it. And his arm is not getting tired. No, and I'm not getting tired. He's not getting tired. 500 swings, couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's triple digits at least.
Yes, I agree. And even if you did one, I don't think you're putting it in play.
No.
Even if you could get the bat on the ball, it's going to be late and you're just going to spray it off to the side, or you're going to try to swing super, super early.
Yeah.
And end up pulling it.
The whiffs are going to be so bad.
Good Lord, I can't imagine how bad it would hurt my hands to actually hit that ball.
That's what I thought of as soon as Molly said it.
Rattle in your...
Yeah. Because I'm thinking about if it's a wood bat. First of all, swinging a wood bat's really hard because they're incredibly heavy.
Yes, they are.
You would be late every
a
time.
Tree.
Yes, exactly. And when you hit those...
My hands hurt even just off of a batting machine thingy.
Yes. The metal bats, those don't feel great either. But they
rings
feel
through your body.
They feel better than if you get you actually... or make contact with a wood bat. When you do it like solid and you like square it up like on the barrel, it feels amazing.
Yeah.
But there's no way that would be happening in this situation.
Nope.
It would be right off like the handle. It would be gross. It would just like be a dribbler down the third base line. There would be nothing.
You're
good
spraying and
about
dribbling
it.
everywhere. Yeah.
Be like, it's finished. We got it done. I don't feel good about anything.
Wow, we've all been there. All right, so
by the way, I made a mistake.
That's why you're single.
I made a mistake earlier saying that he had the best opening day performance for a youngster since K-Rod. It was since Felix Hernandez in 2007. Felix Hernandez struck out 12 pitchers at the age of 20 years old and 359 days. Miz is currently 23 years old, and he turns 24 in April. So Felix Hernandez, King Hernandez. King Felix, that's who that was.
King Felix.
King Fifi.
King Fifi. Yeah, Mizorowski's currently 23 years and 357 days old.
Can I ask this super bro-y guys hanging out question, which I think is a good one, though?
It's kind of what we've been doing for most of the show.
And we could put this out as a poll question.
Your fan is so loud.
I know,
in the
it's
chat.
hot in here today, guys. It's hot.
There's nobody here. Open the door. There's nobody here. There's nobody here.
Yeah, it sounds like you're at an airport.
There's nobody here. Go open it, because otherwise
propeller.
you're not allowed to open your mic.
Do you think what's more likely, being able to hit a pitch off Jacob Mizorowski within the first 100 pitches,
okay,
or catch a pass from Brett Favre?
Jiminy Christmas. So I actually just watched the Brett
Which would
Favre.
feel worse?
But do you think you could do either?
No, definitely no.
I just watched the Brett Favre documentary where they were saying when he would throw the ball and it would like literally break people's fingers. So I can't imagine.
No, well,
and I've heard
also,
Brad Nortman talk about if you catch a punt, it could break your fingers. Like,
and if you miss it, it's gonna break your nose. Like if you don't
True.
catch it properly,
or it's gonna break your finger.
Yeah,
well,
true.
that's what Molly
or
said.
both. Or both. They'll break your finger and then your nose after
Yeah.
burst through your fingers.
no, 10 out of 10. I think I'd rather catch a ball from Brett Favre than hit a baseball. I think like getting hit with a baseball seems like one of the most painful things, and just like the rattle of like a through your.
Yeah, I think
your whole body.
I don't like that. I don't like the feeling of a bat.
No, I think I liked playing baseball until I got hit by a baseball, and I was like, "That's
It's the worst." Yeah,
Like that's the story for a lot of people.
And honestly, even when you like get a hit, like Molly's saying, where it's like off the barrel of the bat, like it feels like your whole body has shingles after you hit it.
Yeah,
And it just-
shingles.
Yeah,
shingles.
It just starts reverberating.
I think your
through
body
your
starts
body.
like shiver shingle,
Yeah,
but like
exactly.
it feels like you get like electrocuted.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It's.
I think I would rather
like someone hit your hand with a hammer. You're like,
Yeah, that too. But I feel like that's how also Brett Favre's like passes would feel too, especially if you're not catching
I feel
it
like try to catch a brick, like someone throwing a brick.
And I'm also imagining like this is cold weather. It's Lambeau Field. It's probably like 30 degrees. That's what I'm picturing.
Again, are we getting like
because that's
into this?
Those are
like,
football conditions. Come on, you have to paint the bedazzling details, Molly.
The bedazzling
details.
Just so you know, football is also played from September when it's 90 degrees in the state of Wisconsin all the way through January in Green Bay.
Okay, well,
you want to catch a wet ball or a cold ball, like a humid ball,
hot ball.
Hot ball.
Humid would be harder to catch. I feel like because then
slippery.
It's
Humid?
slippery.
Oh,
humid. He said humid. Come on.
That's what you're
Jeez. Molly always tries to act like her mind isn't the one in the gutter.
No, because I was like, human
hears
isn't like is this
phrases.
like skin shaved off of your like victims?
It's not a pig skin; it's a human
I
skin.
wasn't thinking the other kind of I wasn't thinking the other kind of human ball. I was thinking like human skin ball.
It's an Ed Gein football, is what it is. Yeah. No. Okay. Now I
So
get what you're
what
saying.
Ryan does is he takes an actual pig skin, peels off the pig skin, puts on the human skin,
and then
stitches
wears
together.
the pig skin.
As a helmet.
As a helmet. Okay.
Ryan's a freak.
Leatherhead. Back in the Leatherhead days. Yeah. We should give away some highlights.
Yeah. What are we doing that side limited poll
69.
question now?
Yeah, her mind's out in the gutter.
69. I like that number.
I only said that because that was said earlier in the show today.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
You said what was the starting number poll question we were gonna put out? What would you rather do? Try to get a hit off of the Miz or try to catch a pass from Brett Favre?
Yeah,
it's a good question.
I like that one.
That was a good one.
That is a good one. Are we gonna post it?
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
Break.
What 6?
Well, no, we got to call number 11. 11
Okay,
strikeouts for the Miz today.
Caller number 11, 844-770-3776. Caller number 11 wins a case of High Life. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, a WBA award finalist for Wisconsin's best radio show.
It's good for your TikTok, though. The ladies love Jim Rutledge on TikTok.
Yeah, what are your numbers on TikTok, Jim?
It's like
50 plus.
Yeah.
50 to 65.
80%, 50 to 65, yeah.
I'm huge in retirement homes.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Imagine the peace of mind knowing your home or business is safe 24/7. I'm Jeffrey Beckman, president of J&K Security Solutions, and we provide security you can trust. Serving Madison and southern Wisconsin, J&K Security Solutions offers state-of-the-art home and business security systems tailored to your needs. From video surveillance to home and business automation, to find out how J&K Security can help secure what matters most in your life, visit jksecurity.com.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Company built for Wisconsin, backed by expertise. From our family to yours, roofing, window, siding, gutters, and doors. Your solution-based company, community strong, and service that will please. Get a free estimate today. The Exteriors Company, built for Wisconsin, backed by expertise.
Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side. When you see Diamond Jim, you can count on him to be on your side. Selection beyond compare with on-site repair, so you can wear your jewelry with pride. Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side.
Ben Brust here for the Princeton Club. If you're looking for your better tomorrow, you know where to go. It's the Princeton Club. If you're looking to grow, it's also the Princeton Club, because they will cheer for you in all areas of your life. The best way to do that is to start a foundation of having a healthy body, and your growth will start from there. With the cleanest health clubs in Wisconsin, they provide everything for you to reach your goals. Start your better tomorrow today and grow in all areas of your life at the Princeton Club. Join for a better tomorrow.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it for yourself at 2 convenient Madison service locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. From simple maintenance to expert repairs, Honda certified technicians handle it all. Need new tires? For a limited time at Zimbrick Honda, you can buy 3 tires and get the 4th for only $1. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop local. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
We see you out there coming up with original ideas, which is why you shop at Blaine's Farm and Fleet, because you know when inspiration rises, we'll have what you need to make it happen at prices that make it possible. Get a head start on spring savings with doorbuster pricing on Scott's Turf Builder Triple Action, $10 off. Rewards members save an extra $10. Plus, new at Blaine's, shop Ego battery-powered mowers and outdoor power equipment. Find the value you need to do things your way. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Being original.
Hey, it's Molly Brown. And let's be honest, between work, kids, and everything else life throws at me, I'm always looking for a little extra energy. That's why I love Zoa Energy. It's made with natural ingredients, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, so I get that boost I need without the crash or jitters. Plus, there are tons of great flavors. It's vegan, gluten-free, and even low in sugar, so it fits right into my busy, health-conscious routine. So grab a Zoa Energy, fuel your body, focus your mind, and take on your day like a champ.
Goodman's Jewelers is flooded with joy and ready to welcome everyone back. After being closed 8 weeks, join their grand reopening on Friday, March 27th from 10 to 5 and Saturday, March 28th from 10 to 4. Enjoy special H2O savings and take part in a silent auction during this 2-day celebration. A portion of all sales and silent auction funds will support Gio's Garden, helping local children with disabilities and their families. Head on over to 220 State Street and help Goodman's Jewelers make a difference.
The High Life Dive Bar giveaway is brought to you by Miller High Life. Celebrate local dives with the champagne of beers. Miller High Life.
Congrats to Tim from Edgerton. Two-part. One, his name is now in the system, so now we know who Tim is. He's the one that gave us the Bob comp, who got us to the Saudi Limited poll question, which is, would you rather catch a pass from Brett Favre or try to hit a ball off Jacob Mizorowski? She's Molly Brown. I'm Jim Rutledge. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly. We are presented by Coors Light. The Brewers were a winner today. You could be a winner by going to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. That's where winners go. Millions of dollars are won every single weekend at Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. So go be a winner and go to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. And let's throw some stones.
1, 2, 3,
Some takes are cooler than others.
You know this kid is as cool as the other side of the pillow.
Some opinions are just cooler than the rest.
That was cooler than being cool. Ice cold.
And if you keep it chill, then it's a cold take.
Chill out. I'm chill. I'm chill as a cucumber, man.
I'm always the coldest.
This is Throwing Stones, presented by Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's chillest Kia dealership.
Yeah, guys, so there is a thread we have to follow up on here for Packers fans as well as for our very own Matt Hamilton. So, guys, today, Jordan Love, the Packers' star quarterback, got a chance at redemption because after his first pitch on Memorial Day last year, you guys remember that one?
Oh,
the
yeah.
one that he just absolutely lollipopped in there.
Mm-hmm.
I barely remember it, if I'm being honest.
It was.
I remember the feeling of it more than the actual
yes,
pitch.
it was. You know why, Molly? It was a very unmemorable first pitch. That's why I don't remember it. It was not very impressive. Now, Jordan Love did have a chance at redemption today because he threw out the first pitch along with Olympian Jordan Stoltz, Wisconsin native, speed skater, I believe.
How many golds did he win?
Oh, God, I can't remember.
I think it was 3.
Double. I think it was 2.
Was it just 2? And
Maybe it was 2.
Maybe he won 2, and then he won another medal, though, too.
Yes, and he's got multiple silver medals. They both threw out first pitches today. So we have the video on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. You can see both of them back-to-back throwing their first pitches. So first is Jordan Love, and then will be Jordan Stoltz. Now, guys, you go ahead and tell me who you think had a better first pitch. So that's Jordan Love right there.
Okay.
Solid
Safe.
one.
Not a strike.
Oh,
he for sure did,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, Love did, yeah.
From the start, both of them good?
No.
Both of them-
The second guy.
Yeah,
Who's
Jordan
the second
Stoltz.
guy?
Yeah.
Jordan Stoltz.
Yeah.
You just said Love did. Love was first.
Love had the better pitch.
No, the second guy did.
Oh, maybe I thought it
Oh,
bounced.
really?
Didn't the second guy? Oh, it bounced? I guess I couldn't see that part.
That was Love. Okay, so as that pitch looked like it was high,
Yeah.
and then
No, both just kind of high.
Gotcha. I thought
Right
it
in the
bounced.
zone.
Then actually Jordan.
Both a little bit
Jordan,
above
the Olympian.
Jordan Stoltz.
Yeah.
Jordan Stoltz, though, the weird part about his is he just has an incredibly wrong throwing motion.
Yeah.
He just he doesn't really catapult it. His elbow never really comes away from his body.
Yeah.
And it is just
But
not
if you're
the way
going
you
on a
pitch
curve,
baseball.
it's like one person throws the ball professionally, and we need more.
Can't
So
you just...
even his wasn't good enough for you still?
It was good. It was better than last year.
No,
It wasn't bad.
I just kind of am starting to feel bad for Jordan Love because he just can't do anything in life without being compared to somebody else. Everything that he does in his career as a Green Bay Packer is going to be compared to Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre, and then now he can't even throw out a freaking first pitch. He's going to be compared to the other Jordan.
Honestly, why did they put them together? Like, they both deserve their own...
Yes,
It's
they
a great
do.
question.
Their own moment.
It's a
Yeah.
great question. I don't know. Maybe just scheduling wise, maybe it worked out for both of them. Maybe they were just like, let's get the Jordans.
If I had to
Hey.
think, it was probably like, oh, they both deserve opening day, and got caught up in that instead of saying they both. Because here's the thing. Jordan Stoltz?
Just called Love,
Stoltz.
Love and then
Stoltz.
Jordan.
Jordan Stoltz has one every 4 years of complete notoriety. This is his year to throw out the first pitch.
Or why not just have him do it Saturday?
Right, but he could do it on opening day and have Jordan Love do a different day. Jordan Love should be the Packers quarterback for a long time. People will happily see him throw out the first pitch whenever.
See, I think opposite. People care more about Jordan Love than they do about a
Jordan
speed skater.
Stoltz? Yeah, for sure.
But it was more like a favor because the one time Stoll's going to
Okay,
be
but
relevant
still
enough.
Saturday, though, is still a huge day. If anything,
Yeah.
there's going to be more people
Well,
at the
hey,
game on Saturday.
speaking of Olympians being relevant, capitalizing on their moment, Matt Hamilton did throw out a first pitch at a Brewers game. I believe this is it's 8 years ago now?
What is,
2018, 2019?
What's the 3-time gold medals up to? Is he looking to do a radio show?
Does he need some work? Is that what you're trying to ask?
So, unfortunately, Matt still has to work.
Does he have a good personality? Is he
Great
fun?
question. He's fast. Speedy, at the very least.
Successful.
I
mean, he's a winner.
Now we can watch
I'm
Matt
not taking part in
Hamilton's
this.
first pitch from, I believe, 8-9 years ago, whatever it is. Is his better than Jordan Love's still?
These are
his is
so
very
small.
far
I can barely see it. Like,
I don't know
Jim,
who's
can I borrow
holding
your
the camera.
readers? Like, my God.
I don't think they would help. Here's the windup and the pitch. Oh, he was high and outside.
I mean,
it was fast.
Love was outside too. He threw it harder than Love.
Yes.
Yeah, Matt did throw it harder. He ripped it in there a little bit better.
Yep.
I still think his is better than Jordan Love's. Jordan
I
Love,
think
even
so.
second attempt, is still... Yeah, like you said, for being the Green Bay Packers quarterback,
Did
you would
Aaron
expect
Rodgers?
a little more.
No, I'm going to be the one to compare. Did Aaron Rodgers ever throw out a first pitch?
Has to have.
I think we got to dig up that footage.
Yeah,
'cause now
I think
I'm curious.
quarterbacks struggle with the first pitch, though, because it is a different motion.
Yeah, I've always heard that about people.
And-
Like, whenever a baseball player tries to throw a football, it just feels wrong.
And there are a few, and I can't remember. There are some guys who almost throw a football like a baseball, but most of them don't. It's kind of coached out of you.
Yeah, like
So-
Phillip Rivers, I feel like had that thing. I mean, he just had the weirdest throwing angle of all time.
Yeah.
But yeah, there are a few people like that.
Yeah, most guys, it's coached out of you at some point of how you throw a baseball to a football. It's different.
It's pretty rare that you get like the exceptions of like the Kyler Murrays, the guys who were like drafted to play in the MLB and then also
True.
drafted to be a quarterback. Russell Wilson.
Patrick Mahomes?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mahomes played baseball. I don't know if he was ever an MLB prospect. His
I don't
dad,
know
his
about
dad
that.
was an MLB
I
pitcher.
think that's
though.
probably
Yeah,
what
I feel like
crisscrossing the
I
lines
feel like if your
there.
dad's an MLB player.
He definitely played baseball.
But also,
growing
you
up,
probably
100%.
could throw a ball.
Oh,
yeah.
100%. Probably
Was
rip
it
it in
Cade
there.
Horton for the Cubs was an Oklahoma quarterback, and I was a pitcher, so I bet he could probably
Like
throw a
Oklahoma
football.
Sooners quarterback?
Yeah, but I bet
Oh, wow.
he quickly switched to baseball, but I bet he could probably throw a football.
Yeah, you'd have to imagine. But yeah, Jordan Love, just like he is as the Green Bay Packers quarterback, we're still looking for a little bit more. We still aren't quite satisfied. And Molly,
Why
like you
do
said,
people want to do this? Like, I have
throw
no
a first
desire
pitch?
to throw
I
a
would
first
never
pitch.
want to. No.
Never, ever, ever.
Because all that happens is like what we're doing right now. We're just criticizing you, or we're just
Exactly.
saying like, oh, he did a good job, and now we can just move on. Like if you
Yeah.
did a good job, then nobody cares.
Like, he doesn't need the publicity. I mean, he's an AmFam ambassador, actually, so that would probably make sense.
That's probably a big reason, actually.
Probably. But I just
ding,
don't
ding.
get why people would ever want to do that.
Yeah, I wonder if Jordan Stolz is an AmFam ambassador too. That might be the connection of why they were both there.
Let's look.
That would
I'll figure it out.
If I had to guess, that would
She'll
be the
figure that
reason.
out in the break. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
Jim, like literally, you're not Kim Kardashian. You're not Kylie Jenner. Nobody cares about like your walk and talk videos. That's what I don't get. I give you props for having the confidence, but like at some point, your confidence needs to be like knocked down a little bit, so then you just like stop doing it. Like, I can't.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
It's bracket season, and Pizza Hut's got the watch party covered. Score a large 3-topping pizza for just $10. Try it on Pizza Hut's new hand-tossed crust. Crispy and golden on the outside, soft and fluffy on the inside, and finished with garlic parm seasoning for that classic pizzeria vibe. Or get the original pan, thin and crispy, or Chicago Tavern style. Big flavor, big savings. Just $10. Your bracket might not survive, but this deal will win it all. Order today at pizzahut.com or on the Pizza Hut app. Pizza Hut, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
I worried about choosing the right two-year college where credits would transfer to UW, but I figured out a great path. At Madison College, I'm in the STEM program. The classrooms are intimate, instructors are engaging, and best of all, I'll be able to transfer to UW debt-free. My advice to others, start your journey here. You won't regret it. There's more to your story at Madison College.
Visit madisoncollege.edu to get started.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNWisconsinContests.com. That's ESPNWisconsinContests.com.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Talk about stepping up. Bang! Bang! It's
It's time to level up your game. Introducing the all-new ESPN app. All of ESPN, all in one place. Your home for the most live sports and the best championship moments.
The electricity is palpable.
Step up your game with no annual contract required. It's the ultimate fan experience. Level up for more on the ESPN app or at stream.espn.com. Sign up now.
Ben Brust here to tell you about why your next work van should be from Mercedes-Benz Sprinter at Zimbrick European. Get 0% APR for 24 to 60 months on new 2025 Mercedes-Benz Sprinter cargo and crew vans. This also includes the courtesy vehicle fleet, where Mercedes-Benz Sprinter vans have over 12 currently that qualify. Excludes e-Sprinter, Sprinter 30th Edition cargo. Monthly payments for 24 months equals $41.66 per $1,000 borrowed. Monthly payments for 60 months equals $16.67 per $1,000 borrowed. No down payment required. Minimum is $20,000 financed. Maximum $100,000 financed with approval through Mercedes-Benz Financial Services. Stop in off the Beltline and Rimrock Road or go online at ZimbrickEuropean.com and check out the Mercedes-Benz Sprinter area, and you'll walk away with a vehicle that will help maximize your business. This offer expires March 31st, 2026. So hurry up and you'll be driving a new Mercedes-Benz Sprinter van.
Wisconsin, let's keep this simple. If you've been patiently waiting for Yuengling to finally make its way here, thanks for hanging in there. If you believe a beer tastes even better after shoveling the driveway, mowing the lawn, or putting in an honest day's work, well, you're our kind of people. Wisconsin, it's finally here. Yuengling, oldest brewery in America, family owned and operated for 6 generations, and now officially in Wisconsin. Yuengling, the oldest brewery in America. DG Yuengling & Son, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly.
Hurt by a truck? Call Gruberg Offices. One call, that's all.
On the air, on demand, on social, on Wisconsin Sports. Serving Wisconsin sports fans. This is 100.5 ESPN.
It's well known that the boss at the exteriors company is a perfectionist.
It's a gift.
He not only oversees every job, he inspects each aspect of the operation to get to the root of what your project will actually need to be long-lasting.
Call 960-ROOF.
Oh, he's proud of all the reviews.
What can I say? Take a look.
The Exteriors Company, built for Wisconsin, backed by expertise.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions, securing homes and businesses in the Madison area since 1987.
If you're looking for an energy drink that actually supports your wellness goals, look no further than Zoa Energy. It's packed with natural ingredients, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants for a clean, focused boost without those jitters. It's also vegan, gluten-free, and it comes in a variety of bold flavors. So if you are looking to find some Zoa, you can head over to zoaenergy.com to find where you can pick some up.
We were asking you, would you rather catch a pass from Brett Favre or try to get a hit off Jacob Mizrowski? Very early in the voting. Right now, 100% catch a pass from Brett Favre. Because that's what I wrote.
People are scared of baseballs.
Yeah, me. This people.
People too.
I mean, football, like if you take a football to the head,
it can be hard.
That hurts really bad.
But like, all right.
Or to the face.
Never taken a
Prime time
football
watch.
to the
I'm Molly
head.
Brown with you. I'm Jim Rutledge. You can see us on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. But like a football, like if Brett Favre throws it at me, I can like put my arms up, knock it down.
Football field.
And it breaks your forearms.
Right, but still, like I don't think it would break my forearms. It could break my fingers. So, but if I decided,
that's the thing is, I think football there's a more realistic chance of like serious injury, whereas baseball, I don't think you'd really like get a serious injury.
What about if you overswing? I feel like you could throw out your back.
Well, then that's maybe for someone your age, Jim.
Old Rutledge is at it again.
I'm not as worried about that.
I walked into that. That's fair.
I mean, no, it's a fair
lean into that one.
If you like try to swing like super
full power,
like yeah, you could hurt
swing
yourself.
fast enough to think that what.
But then you could do
needs to
that
hit.
off any pitcher, though. The Miz wouldn't change that necessarily.
Really?
You could do that golfing.
No, I mean,
there's a
happens to
reason that
golfers,
old people
I feel
right, but I'm not that old. I'm saying that if I'm going in and I think I need to hit a 100-mile-per-hour fastball, I'm going to swing the fastest I've
doing that
swung
with your hands.
anything. In my
He's
entire life.
on deck, Molly. He's getting ready. He's taking some swings in the batter's box. He's getting ready over there.
Would you like me to tell you about the analysis?
Yes,
How much
please.
time do we have? I don't even.
We got time.
Okay. You buy one, we buy the other.
Oi!
Thanalysis Live is one of the biggest nights in Wisconsin sports, and we don't want anyone to miss out. You buy one ticket, and ESPN Wisconsin is going to buy the other.
Oi.
Be there for the night that will have everyone talking March 27th. That is tomorrow night at the Riverside Theater. Thanalysis Live is a completely unpredictable show with Thanasis Antetokounmpo and surprise guests. TALiveshow.com is where you get the tickets and enter code ESPNWIBOGO at checkout. That's ESPNWIBOGO when you check out. ESPNWIBOGO. The stars will be out. Woo! And so should you. TALiveshow.com.
We will be back at it tomorrow. TBD if I'm in Milwaukee or here, but
you guys going to Thanalysis?
I'm going to Thanalysis.
I'm not, but my husband and kids are.
Oh, that's cool.
So we got to do a little switcheroo at Pato.
That should be fun.
Yeah.
All right, it's Jim Matt Molly, presented by Coors Light.